Hello everybody. For those of you wondering why it's been so long since I put out another Fallout video, I want to assure you that I'm going to continue the series, and I have a lot of video footage on my hard drive, but I did run into a problem that has acted as a bit of a setback. Because when I record this stuff, I tend to sit down for long periods of time, and I might record for 4, maybe even 5 hours. 5 hours of video footage breaks down to about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours of actual game footage. Because I do so much editing, I cut things out. And these types of games are like, half of it feels like inventory management, and I try to cut out as much of that as possible. Anyhow, I recorded a few hours of game footage, and then the game crashed. Okay, so I stopped the recording, and I started the game again. My autosave was like 45 minutes back. Well, no, actually, the autosave was right about where it crashed. The problem is the game would not load from that autosave. So, going back to the last recent save, well, that was about 45 minutes back. So, I had to do that all over again. So, that was a bit of a problem, and I got that fixed. Then, I ran into another problem. About an hour's worth of gameplay was broken. There is no mic audio. There is game audio, but there's not mic audio. And this had nothing to do with me. It's not that I screwed up my settings or I forgot to turn my microphone on. I check all that stuff when I first start recording, because I'd hate to play for hours and then realize I wasn't recording the whole time or I had my microphone off or something like that. So I check this stuff. For reasons I cannot explain, the microphone audio did not come through. However, I didn't realize that until I had done several more hours of gameplay. So that's a really big problem. I can't skip about an hour of gameplay and say, oops, I lost the footage. I can't do that. So does that mean I lost many hours of gameplay? Well, there is an alternative. I could go back over that hour and play it just as I played it the first time, and then reintegrate that into the series. The question is, can I do it perfectly? And can it be done seamlessly? After all, I don't want new things in my inventory. I don't want things that are supposed to be in my inventory to no longer be there. So I would have to play it absolutely identical to the way I played it that hour where my microphone wasn't working. Or just say hell with it and throw away about 4 hours worth of about 3 hours worth of gameplay. So that's where I'm at right now. And over the past 10 days or so, my life has been really busy, and I really haven't had a chance to get around to doing all this. So long story short, I've run into a bunch of technical problems. A basically corrupt video game footage, and I have to figure out whether to recreate the events and patch it together seamlessly, or to just dump lots of video game footage and do it all over again. So that's where I'm at. But I assure you, the Fallout series will continue, my New Vegas playthrough. It might be 3 or 4 days before a new video is released. It's already been, gosh, what is it, about 2 weeks since the last video was released? It's been a while. So yeah, it might be 4 or 5 days, maybe a whole week, and then you will start getting daily releases of the New Vegas Fallout. Or Fallout New Vegas, as it may be. Anyhow, so long story short, stay tuned. There will be more New Vegas playthrough coming your way.